it still hasn't properly sunk in, because I thought, in 2008 I had a really tough couple of years at Virgin Books, and we were bought out and slowly demolished. And I'd given everything to that company, 12-hour days for 5 years. And between 10 and midnight, over a couple of years, I'd written The Ritual, feeling really homicidal about the company I worked for. And I expressed it all in this book, and I didn't have a publisher or a deadline. And I just thought, God, that guy that sat in that room, that tiny little room I had in London, and I had this tiny little desk from IKEA, it was about that wide, and I could just get a chair between my bed and the desk. It was like a cockpit I had to climb into. And I'd write for 2 hours, even if it was just a couple of paragraphs or a scene. And I thought 2008, I was so unhappy at work, and I was writing the first bit of it on a computer, and that broke. Then I did it longhand. Then my girlfriend, who's now my wife, loaned me her laptop, and I finished it on her laptop. How did that, 8 years later, become me in a mountain in Romania, looking at these great actors,
perhaps without that
with
energy,
the characters' names,
perhaps without the energy that came from your dislike of the job, you wouldn't have actually had the obsession to write the book.
Well, I'm always grinding against something, I'm always breaking myself on the wheel against something.
So, and we have no idea yet when the film is due out.
It's been picture edited now. I believe the post-production finishes towards the end of February or in the spring, and then it'll go through the film festivals. I think for the American and Canadian, you've got to find a film agent to distribute it. But I think Entertainment One are distributing it. They're a huge company in the UK and Europe.
Certainly are. I mean, the E1 symbol is all over films.
Yeah, a lot of horror as well. I'm starting to spot. Well, also, I was telling some of the guys outside, what is really unusual about this, I mean, it's an independent film with a good budget, but also, like David said to me, the director, he said, you just wouldn't get a film made about 4 middle-aged men, a horror film, anymore in America. No. And he was so attracted to the fact that a novel about 4 men in their 30s a horror novel had been made.
Because it's about time he had some proper adult horror.
This is quite novel for a production of this size.